If you're like me, then you've probably found yourself in a situation before where you need to get something done. And maybe it's something even important. But as you keep telling yourself, hey, self, it's time to do something, be productive, make something. And then nothing happens. You just endlessly think about it. And as you sit there, staring at the world in front of you, feeling that pressure build up over time, but still, somehow, it's hard to take that first step. And the longer you delay, the harder it gets. But here's the secret. Motivation doesn't just show up when you're sitting around thinking about what you need to do. In fact, 9 times out of 10, motivation probably won't show up until you start doing something. It's like a mysterious force of nature that only appears when you're in motion. Simply put, you don't wait for motivation to strike. You create motivation by taking action, no matter how small. In my experience, I've taken something called the 1% rule and used that to make hard and tedious tasks easier and sometimes even enjoyable. And so finding motivation or finding the inspiration to create something is really no different. The 1% rule goes something like this. Each time you do something, try to do it 1% better than the last time. And if you haven't started, then you can just take the first 1% step towards your goal. 1%. You start doing things, the motivation will follow. It's like building a muscle or a habit. The first time you work out, it's hard. The second time you work out, it's hard, but it's a little bit easier. And then by the 10th workout, you're feeling stronger and more energized and better. This idea of starting small and manageable pieces is the key to overcoming procrastination. It's not about finding some perfect time to be motivated. You are literally creating motivation through small, consistent, manageable actions. So what is the takeaway? With the 1% rule, over time you'll notice that small action leads to big victories, and that consistency is better than perfection, by far. And one other thing you may notice is that how much easier it is to stay motivated once you've already started. So the next time that you need to complete a task or do something important, or simply find motivation, don't wait for it to just appear. It's not. Instead, ask yourself, what can I do 1% towards my goal? Whether that's starting at the 1% or doing it 1% better than I did yesterday. Because here's the truth. Motivation doesn't find you when you're sitting still. It finds you when you're already moving forward.